Hey guys, what is going on today? Bojo here, and welcome back to another NHL 16 Hockey Ultimate Team theme-based team build, where today's theme is the oldest possible team you can make in Hockey Ultimate Team to a certain extent, excluding all special cards. So if you guys want to go check out any of my previous theme-based team builds or best overall, highest overall theme-based builds, links are in the description down below. But as you guys can see here, we got a team full of old heads. I don't think there's anybody younger than 38 years old on this entire team that we have built for you guys today. Now, when I say oldest team, I excluded all special cards in this build as I normally do, but most specifically, I excluded legends because when you look at a legend, for example, and you see their age will pop up to what their actually age is in real life. So if we looked up, per se, I mean like Eric Lindros or I don't know, like Yari Curry, players like that, they'll be in their 50s, 60s, that type of age. So we exclude those guys because they don't follow the rules. We're still looking at all base cards in the game. And obviously a lot of these guys on this team do have some special card upgrades to them. But let's get started with the team here. First up on the first pair, we got Martin Rucinski, Glenn Metropolite, former Philadelphia Flyer, fun fact. And then former Philadelphia Flyer, Jaromir Jagr. And as you guys can see on their ages that I just showed you on that little preview, 44 for Rucinski, Metropolite is 41, Jaromir Jagr, 43 years old. Obviously, Jagr is your big star there on the first pair. Does have a Team of the Year card, if I do believe he does. Metropolite and Rucinski, unfortunately, do not, so you'll be stuck with their base silver cards. Second pair, we got Marcel Yenny at age 41, David Vyborny at age 40, who does have a milestone card, so you can upgrade him if you wish. And then we also have Herbert Vasilevs. So, decent players all around. High 70s for most of these guys. Low 80s for skating. Vyborny's got some good hands. If you upgrade him to his milestone card, he's probably going to play a little bit better than that. Vasilevs is okay. Jenny's got some good skating and hands. Below par on his defensive stats, but overall not too bad. Same thing with the first pair. Rucinski, Metropolite are okay. Metropolite's got all his stats under 70, but once again, not going by overalls, it's by position and the age of which I decided to build this team. Third pair, we got two NHLers nonetheless. We have Patrick Elias, Steven Reinprecht, and Shane Doan. Ages on these guys. Patrick Elias does have that flashback card that you could choose to upgrade with him. So he's at 39 years old. Reinprecht, 39. Shane Doan at 38. And I believe he might have a couple Team of the Weeks. And I know for a fact he might have one or two milestone cards as well. So you can definitely upgrade those guys. Doan's a big body up there. Semi-big body, 6'1". Elias, 6'1", same thing. Elias can definitely fire the puck very well. Reinprecht has some good skating in hands, but nothing other than that. And then finally, on the fourth pair, some familiar names. We have Yaroslav Kudarna at 39 years old, Eric Perrin, 39, and David Hruska. We've used him before for our ELH team build, highest overall, 38 years old. Hruska is definitely a little bit of a sneaky bugger down there on the fourth line with some highly elevated stats, 83 for skating, 82 for shot, 86 for his hands, only a 5'11", 207, so he's going to be able to make some nice dekes out there on the ice. Perrin, Kudarna, subpar players, but nonetheless, like I said, this build is for cosmetic reasons only. It's not for you to obviously use the build and go out there and play with. These are the oldest team players that you can make for a team build on the offense. As we move to the defense here, we have Yuri Slager, 44 years old, and Magnus Johansson, 42. So I think we used Johansson before in our SHL build, I want to say, but 81 for skating and hands. Most of the players have good skating and hands, and obviously their shooting, checking, defensive stats are going to be weak. They always seem to have two good stats, silver players, and then the other ones are pretty subpar. Slager does not have good shooting at all, but he's up there for his age. Second pair, I think we have Jan Latvala, 43, and František Peček, 40. So we've used him before for our ELH team build, if you guys remember him. Good skating, hands, and defense. Not good shooting and checking, but still decent player there. Latvala, high 70s for all his stats. And then the final pair, we have Petteri Nummelen and Yuri Karhalati. Stinking Swedish and Swiss names are bunging me up here. Nummelen's got some good hands, 84 as an offensive defenseman, so that'll definitely come into play. And then Karhalati, you know, once again, another subpar type of player, 42 and 40, I think I said for those guys. And then if we move on to the goaltenders here, I also threw in Adams because I felt like he was the oldest coach. I mean, look at the wrinkles on his face. Goodness gracious. Funny enough, the backup goaltender does have a higher overall than your starting goaltender. You have Martin Gerber as your starter at age 41, 5'11", 199. And then we also have another familiar face, UC Markkinen, 6 foot 183, 40 years old from the Sim Liga League, or the SM Liga League. And he's definitely the better goaltender. If you guys remember from our Liga build, you'll remember I did rate this guy highly up there as a very solid 82 overall goaltender. You know, he'll be able to bail you out in some situations, but he is the backup because he is 1 year younger than Gerber. And that's the team build, guys. That is obviously the highest overall, or the best overall oldest team that you can build in the game. I wouldn't say best overall because obviously you can throw the legends. You could probably throw some flashback cards in there as well if you get them up there in age. Not that I can think of anybody off the top of my head. Pronger, possibly, because he probably does age tie with some of the players on this squad. You know, like 38 years old or 40 or something along those lines. But obviously, there are a lot of cards in here. You could do some special card upgrades as well. Like Yager, for instance, Viborny, Doan, Eliash. I don't think anybody on the defense got a special card upgrade, I want to say. Probably not, but you could definitely upgrade some guys on the offense. 71 for team chemistry, 75 for line chem on the first pair. You got 80 line chem and 80 on the third and the fourth, but a total team chemistry of 71 and a salary of $34.3 million. So that is the oldest team that you guys can build base card wise in the game. Obviously, if you throw the legends in there, you could build a much better team, but base card wise, this is the team that you would be running with. So if you guys use the squad, let me know. If you have anybody of these upgraded cards, let me know as well. Let me know how they play. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. As always, we'll be back next week once again as we get back on schedule with these team builds. And hope you guys did enjoy. We'll see you next week.